Hi guys, welcome to another exciting episode of the TTM podcast. And today we are talking about a topic many people struggle with. And before we dive into the discussion, I would like to introduce our guest. By my right, I have
Samuel Dorcas.
Samuel Dorcas and
Johanna Augustina.
Johanna Augustina. And the gentleman over here.
Paul Salam.
And Edio Andrew.
Alright, I still remain Gabriel Yakubu, my friends call me Meat Black, that or Black Boy. Alright, before we dive into the topic we have for today, our topic for today is family loyalty versus personal happiness.
Oh.
I hear the way the topic does sweet they go here. So this one now it means saying I will have personal stuff to talk. I hope we will be happy to share, the personal experiences and every that we have. Alright, before we jump into the discussion, I'll just ask us some little relaxing questions, give us some bring back some back memories. Like I'll start with this one. Who is the funniest person in your family, Mr. Paul?
Yeah, that's like you can be thinking you are funny.
Mm-hmm.
Some members of the family will think you are not.
Yeah. But still, you can still you can.
I think it should be our last born.
Your last born.
Yes, he has this dry humor.
Okay, all right. Mr. Andrew, who is the strictest person in your family?
Strict.
Person is strict for your family.
They are among the children.
Like every family, father, mother, children, a family now.
You don't go think of man. Like,
From CRB. All right, let me jump to the ladies. Let me start with Dorcas. Growing up, what was the funniest or strangest rule in your family, in your house, like in your house? Wait till be that strong rule ready for now.
we go stage again.
As he gets.
Okay, the strangest rule, like, is strange to me is you can't have phone.
You can't have one.
Yes, until you are going to the university.
This one, everybody has to do this one.
But I see my friends with
Not
phone.
everybody.
Children of
I see my
nowadays,
phones with
SS1,
So,
school.
we're
I mean,
talking about us when we are growing up, not in children of nowadays. Children of
Okay,
nowadays, you can buy
children
food
of
for your
nowadays.
nieces. So let me ask you, Sister Augustina, what was the most common thing your parents used to see when you were growing up?
Come on. I don't forget.
Like okay, it goes to everybody. Since
I
you
don't
should not forget.
forget.
What's that common thing your parents used to see? Growing up. There's one common statement.
I think I remember one.
Okay.
My mommy always tell me to remember the daughter of who I am. I know it's for everybody, but always
Remember the daughter.
remember. She will say, you are a child of pastor. Remember the daughter of who you are. You remember every
Yeah,
time.
every time.
Yes.
So Mr. Paul,
That's the most common thing. We really get. I can't remember too.
Some of these things.
Yeah.
Funny enough, my own is if we die, we're not going to suffer. You have that self entitlement. So that kind of they will put you in your place. Okay. The last one my father did was that one was funny. Say, Andrew, please cover my nyash. Like this kind of you understand, but growing up, you understand, you know that you try your best to just look good, but like no go they do more than wait till you go carry you. So
okay.
I beg.
Now this one is quick. We'll do this one quick, then we'll jump into the discussion. So I will just give the question. I just give you the answer. Okay. So strict parents or soft parents?
Funny.
Strict parents.
Strict parents.
Strict parents.
Strict.
Mr. Paul,
No.
Mr. Paul, you know you get that's strict.
Seriously, some people is when they say strict, it's like that is strict. Mom is soft.
Soft, but
My one was strict.
Oh boy.
Yes, goes anywhere.
strict square.
Strict. My dad is not told. Can't mislead. My mom was
Strict.
Strict.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What does they go? All right. Big family gathering or quiet time alone? Which do you prefer?
Big family.
Big
Quiet
family
time.
gathering.
Quiet
Quiet
time.
time.
Quiet time.
I think it depends. There are
Depends.
times you want the quiet
Quiet
time.
time.
That time,
Yes, you want
anyone
the-
will come. Anyone will
Like,
come.
like
What about
December night can't be quiet.
it? Can be
My
quiet.
brother.
So what about this?
Big family guy.
Big family
It's
gathering.
sweet, man.
All right. Family advice or personal decision.
That family advice, you get some kind of wrong. You know that kind of advice. Funny enough, family do give us
Good advice, yeah.
But you get some kind of advice when you say for your mind, your church mind, you know say don't be waiting you want, but you don't get that choice. Just since they don't suck, but
And for
honestly,
the fact that the advice is coming from your family doesn't really mean that
That's
it
it
makes
was
sense.
yeah.
You
yeah.
understand? It's just
So-
like
So still on say,
family.
let's just answer one without giving a story. Family
Alright.
advice or personal decisions.
That's very tricky.
So we are going to answer this one now.
You can
Today we are calling out
you can
ourselves.
have a personal advice,
Yeah.
you know, personal insight, but then you decide to seek second opinions from your
Yeah.
family. You
Okay.
understand? It's either you go with your own or you know from the support you got from them.
All right. Mr. Paul, do you have
It's
anything?
hard to pick. There are days you pick personal advice. There are days that actually family advice is the ones
Yeah.
you pick.
Yeah. So last question. Traditional family or modern family? Which will you prefer?
Modern.
Then
Modern family.
Yes,
Modern.
modern.
But what's the
Modern
definition of modern?
Because that was how I was coming.
No, it's traditional. That one is not even an option. So,
Yeah.
for me, traditional is like
I've
I've
not
not tested it. So
I don't
What
know.
we grew up with.
What we grew up with,
I feel like
let's just time, you
it's
know,
the
it's
tradition.
a tradition, understand? The modern,
Yes.
our own generation, you know, new parent kind of
The way
setting,
people
understand?
are going about parenting these days
is
is the
different
modern
from
one.
the
So
way.
the one we went through was
So let me
different.
ask the question again now, since we have understand how the question. So, traditional family or modern family? Modern family.
modern.
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 Yes.
Guy, we mix both. To
You can just mix. I
Understand the bit of tradition.
So
Yeah.
you can just mix. Okay, let's move forward, you know, and go straight into the discussion. Okay, before we go straight into the discussion, have you ever had to choose between making your family happy and making yourself happy?
Yeah.
Now, two things.
Yeah.
Understand? Have you ever had to choose between making your family happy and making yourself happy?
I think I will talk first here.
Okay.
I'm privileged to come from a family that's really sensitive to the needs of the children. Like they are open enough to know, okay, what do you want?
Yeah.
How do you want it?
Mm.
Now let's take for instance, you want to marry, okay, would I prefer you marry from your tribe.
Okay.
But if you won't be marrying from your tribe,
It's fine.
yeah, so it's hardly clash like
Mm.
that. And so we too, because of that kind of a thing, we grew up to being sensitive to what they want.
Mm.
So from the onset, you already know that this one is a no-no. It's a no-no.
Mm.
Obviously, it's a
When
no-no.
you are going through that part, you already know, Kai, this
Yeah,
part,
this part is
you know,
a
no
no.
sit down with my father or my
Yeah,
mother.
yeah, so-
Let me just
let's not cause
Mm.
any headache for
yeah.
anybody.
So anybody?
Let the ladies answer. I have ladies in the house.
Let me repeat the question. Have you ever, you know, had to choose between making your family happy and making yourself happy
Honestly, I've never found myself in that
in that
situation,
situation? Mm.
Like your personal choice always makes
It's always
the family happy,
happy.
and the family's choice always makes you happy.
What about you,
before.
Dodo?
Spontaneous.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yes, I've not found myself. in
Sandro.
such.
What's up? Same thing.
You get question where I will ask. Because when we talk about making family happy and making yourself happy, now is it the general whole family or now just parents?
Your parents and your direct
The family
siblings.
consists of everybody in your family.
You know why? Because you get some when you say this one no go happy, this one go
Not
happy.
happy.
So today we fit do away, this one go happy. Tomorrow we do this away, this one no go happy. So you understand? There are places where that one happen, but it's just like now your choice. So you understand?
At the end of the
Yeah.
day,
So that's that. So let's jump into the main discussion, which is family loyalty versus personal happiness. And the first question, you know, is should family expectations control the choices we make in life? Should family expectations control the choices we make in life? Not like you are quiet like this.
You know,
it's personal.
Okay, something.
to some very good extent, like family does influence the choices we make in life,
Yeah.
but they should not control the choices, but they have an influence
They
to
have
some
an
very good
influence.
extent. Yes.
Yeah, they have a say a bit,
See,
but
your family can decide to send you to school, you understand, you choose to make them proud, or you choose to do what you want to do with your life, but making them proud is a thing for them, like you want to make them proud, and you can decide to want to make yourself proud too,
Proud
you
too.
understand. So these things, they, to me, they,
okay.
So funny enough, there was this story I heard about a mother controlling a particular boy. So when he wanted to get married, she now told him that he should marry and relocate to Lagos. And when he went to meet the girl said, "Now go and marry your mother. I'm not doing it." You understand? But no, there will be a time that there is this controlling parent, you understand, in such family.
Yeah.
But there is a family you come out that you know that if these people tell you that no, don't go
Don't
there,
go there. Just
you know say that if you go there,
Yeah.
it's
for you.
and
not
I'm saying
for
it's
them.
not
Yeah.
for them, you understand?
Yes,
Because
yes.
normally if you marry and now you go end up with the person,
Yes,
you understand?
yes.
But you know where family expectation
Mm.
you are supposed to like agree with it, and where you know your personal choice really help you.
Mm.
So it depends on actually the
angle.
scenario
Yeah.
of what is going on.
All right. Support, you have anything to say, or sister? Or should we go to the next question?
let's move to the next
All right.
question.
Before we go to the next question, let's go on a short break, and when we're back, we'll continue from where we stopped. All right, welcome back from that short break, and we're still onto the TTM podcast, and we are here talking about family loyalty and personal expectation, personal happiness. Sorry, I said personal expectation, personal happiness. So, the next question is, at what point does family advice become family pressure?
That's really interesting.
Understand? It gets me to go advice. You come here and say, "Nah, I'm
Yes.
this guy's the put pressure on my head." Understand? So, at what point do you feel this family advice is no longer advice again, a pressure that they put
When
me
it gets to a point where you feel really drained, emotionally drained, like it's no longer an advice, that one is pressure. You understand? Yeah, it will get a point that your family will try to advise you and they will mount this certain pressure to you, like it gets to your nerves. You understand? It becomes emotionally disturbing, and to me that's it. Advices shouldn't mount pressure.
Like for
It's an
example, now
advice.
you see a guy maybe couldn't get a job.
Yes.
Let's say for a guy who is still unemployed, understand?
Look at your
Look
mates.
at your mates.
Look
This
at
one
your
now,
mates.
once you go out and go and
Nah.
look for, you understand? That pressure, before you know more, the guy will, do it. Or for a lady who never marry, understand? When
Your
will you get
mates.
married? Your mates are married. So you don't enter and code different. When will you bring up
Exactly.
for
You
us?
see, those kind of things, they bring about emotional trauma to some extent. So
I
that's
don't
the
know,
point
I
for
want
me.
to say something here. I remember growing up, there was this comparison. Funny enough, my dad used to do within me and
The
some
siblings.
certain people, not with my
Okay.
siblings. He don't compare me with my siblings. There is this, age bracket now, class
Yeah.
bracket.
Peer group.
Are they better
Are they
than
better than
you?
they
You
have
have
the
to
right
wait.
to
I will not lie
Yeah.
to you. At a point, I hated school because of that kind of pressure.
Mm.
That's why today I don't feel like I should be in a competition
with
you
anybody,
to prove
yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
You understand? There was this pressure I felt. I will not lie. I had this. I grew up having this depression. I grew up with I was a
Stigma.
depressed kid.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's not everybody that knew about what I was passing through. It was just only me.
We are just fighting
Yeah,
this
I was
personal.
like, I can remember how many times I've taken myself to the road to kill myself. I
Shy.
don't like to.
That was really deep.
No wonder one of our friends in the see
Brother, but funny enough, I will not lie to you.
Yeah.
That really shook me. I will not lie.
Yeah.
It shook me to the core because there was this fear I had in my own home that I don't want to go home.
Yeah.
Home
I don't
doesn't
want
feel
to
like
be.
home.
I remember I was together with some of our friends. I remember I should be in Gabriel's house. We're gisting with their dad. We're just laughing. I just start back. I see My father really sit down with you and you know ma if he's
That's
watching
what's
me you are not watching me. If he just go, it's not for sure.
If you just come back from work, just
God bless you. That was the kind of that was the kind of engagement I had with my dad. It was really depressing. I will not lie. Honestly, why I'm open up because I feel like if I had people to talk to, I would have overcome some of this fear because those things really had stopped me from doing a lot of achieving a lot of things. Because it was when I came to KB and I met people without that stress in school and stuff. Then I now met people with minds going far. Then I got to understand, guys, stop limiting yourself. You understand? I told somebody once, I said, this person you see, if you told me back then that you will be this kind of person, I will tell you it's a lie. Because I was timid, I was shy. I never knew I can open up my mouth and stand in front of people.
I think this is really very interesting.
For sure.
For the fact that parents are really looking at this, parents should be watching wherever they are now. You see, what I'm actually adding to what he's saying is that if you check your father's heart, his intent wasn't to put you on an account.
It was to bring out the best.
Yes, to bring out the best.
But
the approach,
that is the point that it becomes a complete
pressure.
You see that children respond to this thing differently. Some of his siblings might have coped fine. And then he was getting depressed. I think it's a really dicey situation. The same method one for one, but it's not working for everyone.
But funny enough, what I thank God is that there are some things that I believe that he did still kept me stronger. You know, if I can repeat that, I will not choose everything, but there were some things that I will say, yes, I thank God I passed through this person because it made me stronger. You understand? So even with everything, we thank God.
So we still advise that parents give those advice.
Like parents
continue giving them but
you understand? You know go even sabi you wan chop you just talk something you no go fit chop.
You don't know whether the thing dey sweet you for mouth
I dey tell
you
you
just get taste.
Each parent is supposed to know their child.
Exactly. What I wanted to add,
It's a traditional
you should know your children individually.
The way they train them, they feel okay.
You can just pass it on.
But
no, like
things is evolving, so you
yes, children are open to depression now than before. Then we don't even know what depression was. You're hungry.
So let's just jump into this one, and this one is about 8, particularly on personal experiences. Understand? So I would love us to share that personal experience. You don't know the audience that are watching. They might be blessed with that. Because they might learn a lot from our personal experiences. So the first question here is have you ever made a decision just to please your family? Have you ever made a decision? You know that this decision you are making, if now for you, go do am. But since now family, understand, let me just please these guys and let them be peace.
Okay, I should say yes.
Okay.
In my education fund. Because to me, if it is left to me, I didn't even know what I wanted to become. But I know I love acting. You understand? I love acting.
Okay.
So my mommy wants me to be in health line. And actually I want to be like her, but me, I love acting. So she actually told me, the acting I want to go for, how many people are making,
not take you far.
Yes, it will not take me far. Instead I should go for the health line that people are going into now. Even if you didn't get work, you can do something for yourself and start getting money.
All right, let's just go on a short break. If we come back, then we'll continue from there. Alright, welcome back from that short break. And Sister Dorcas is saying something about the educational aspect, whereby she wanted doing something different, and her mommy, Baba, you need to be a nurse, nurse, professional nurse.
That decision save her.
That's that, yeah. Because now it's like this, as you can nurse,
or be actor.
That's actor. I really understand that situation where you meet your parents and you be like, I want to study theater arts. We first look reverse. Now you get some parents who don't going to understand what
Wait
theater
till
arts. So they'll be like, they hear the name is sweet. Understand? Then they'll tell you like, explain, you know. I you don't tell them that it's more of acting, dancing. That's actually what you want to do. That's what you want to do with your life. So nothing aside them, if they not feel, they feel if it's not professional, like the acting and stuff is professional, understand? But them to them, if it's not engineer, nurse, and doctor, liar, understand? They are not doing.
The way you call the lawyer, like
Liars.
So that is just it, understand? You know, looking back to Fela Kuti, understand? Fela Kuti, they sent him abroad to study. I forgot the course, but after going there abroad, he went into what he loved.
Yeah.
He studied music. So you see, you know, the parents wanted him to become, you know, the African, you know, parents wanted him to become this, but someone he followed his, you know, his dreams, you know, and tomorrow, you know, another generation coming, you will still be hearing about Fela, you know, because why? Sure. He followed his dream and he did what he loves.
It's not because he followed his dreams, because he made it.
He made it.
People don't follow dream, we know they hear them.
No, they dream the dream, but they dream the dream. You know, say if you dream the dream, no. Say now, not the dream make God give you.
They dream the dream, they never wake up.
They don't wake up. That is it. They dream the dream, but they don't wake up.
But there is this story I heard of someone. He forced this. They were like, "You must do." Is he lawyer or something? The guy said, "No problem." He went and did that particular course. Finished.
Then
now brought the certificate and
said that for them.
Yeah.
That's all. Now say I want to go and pursue what I want. So the certificate.
I don't break that for you. I'm
a registered lawyer. Did this.
All these things when I talk now, where money be? Don't do that.
Let's jump. You know, before we jump, you know, say that they get some children saying that they would disown them because they choose to follow their own path. No, that's not the truth. Understand? So, but that's a matter of another day. Alright, welcome from that short break. And as we have been discussing, you know, Dorcas has given, you know, she don't talk her own part. So let me ask Mr. Andrew, have you ever made a decision just to please your family?
Yeah, definitely. And recently I put something on WhatsApp about one of my guys. I remember many people don't believe.
Your decision or your guy?
Yeah? No. Okay. You understand? I'm trying to bring a point.
Okay.
You understand? Okay. Because I remember I posted him. He signed a contract with one international football team recently. So I posted. I actually went back and asked myself, did I choose right? Because we were together. We were playing ball that time. We were balling. At a point before I got admission, I wanted to go for football academy. We have started the process. We have started everything. The guy was the one that was like, because we were playing, he was like, try this. Because he gave me a particular football academy that was local that you can start. And it was the same place he started. You can see where he is now. So when we started the process, they were like, don't worry, go and ask. Then later on admission came. And you know that kind of setup. They go say now, guy, just go to the school. You understand? After NG, we will know wetin go happen. After NG, na PGD and they do now. You can imagine and see where he is now. You understand where he has gone from. So I asked myself, if I had stayed, what would have happened? You understand? Funny enough, it's just let's do it this way so that everybody will have peace. You understand?
Alright.
I just did it like so everybody.
Mr. Paul, same question. Have you ever made a decision, you know, just to make your family happy?
Yes, I think I stayed in the family house longer than I wanted to. I backed out from the first, so I had to stay. There was a period, yes, my parents were not really around, so I had to stay with my younger ones.
Alright. So,
I've never found myself in that situation where I had to choose between making
now
myself happy and myself.
We that answered the question, did we regret it? Or was it the right decision?
No, I don't regret it. Actually, I don't. It was a bonding period for me.
What about you?
I did not regret it because right now I'm even happy that we
No, it's happy
funny enough, I will not say I regret it, But my
They pay you.
He gets something. He dey pay me. He gets something. There was a time my father was passing through one news. He now saw the amount they were paying footballers. He now looked at me. I remember that time he was among the person that was saying, "Why will you go and play ball?" Because when he saw the money, he was like,
He humble.
You understand? Per week. But we thank God.
All right, so quickly, let's just jump into the another question. This is relationship and marriage. Will you marry someone your family strongly disapprove of? That is, your family don't put stamp saying, "See you are not getting married to this person."
I think it will depend on the criteria they are disapproving.
Yes.
Yes, like why are they disapproving? Is it that they know the person?
Now,
or
let's say due to tribal,
okay.
you have to marry from your tribe, stuff like that. Just silly all these.
I would disagree. If it's tribe,
Yeah,
I would disagree.
you will disagree.
Yes.
You still marry the person.
Yes.
marry the person.
Yes, I would.
Okay. What about
It's
you?
personal.
What about you?
Funny enough, my family doesn't have issue with tribe.
No, I'm not. I just made mention of tribe.
It's a
Understand? Just
scenario.
to clear. Understand the scenario.
Yeah.
Understand?
To a very large
to a
extent.
point. Understand? To a point. If your family should stand up and say, okay, this is a particular girl you are dating. You don't know her already. You know that girl, you love this particular girl. Understand? But you just bring it at home. Not that your father is disapproved or your mother disapproved, but the whole family say, no, you cannot marry this lady.
If my parents are not approving,
It means there is something.
It will take time. We have to figure it out.
Figure it out.
We will watch it out. I won't go ahead. I'm
You won't
serious.
go ahead.
I'm serious.
Mr. Love,
For me, if it is for the tribal thing,
let's forget about the tribal.
okay,
Generalize. Yeah.
I will not go ahead.
You don't go ahead.
Anything wey family gather
That's
talk say
gather.
no you got think
But
am.
what if it's the right choice? That person is the right person.
That's the question. Like how will you be so right
Yeah.
and every other person
It's
is wrong?
That's the
So
thing.
you feel there's this particular scenario that will happen that won't make them, even though the majority are wrong, you can't be right.
So
It's difficult.
But
At
the
least
fact
part
that
of the
99
family
are
should be
going this way
supporting
doesn't
him.
mean that one should not go his own. It's
That's
not about the
what I'm
99
trying to
going
say,
the left
understand?
way. You
It's not
can be the only one going to
they
the
might
right
be
way.
wrong. Understand? She might be the person. Let's say for instance, now she might be the person for you, destined for you. Understand? So they might be wrong. So will you feel like okay, since they are the general family, everybody
opposing it.
they are opposing it, and you have
No,
this
no.
conviction that this one are your woman, you understand?
Yeah.
Na your wife, you know, say that this one, if you say na your wife, understand? But due to your family sit down, do round table, say na no, you will not marry these guys. You will feel like okay, you follow your family just to please them.
You see, when you enter that marriage, you know that it will not all be roses.
Yeah, for sure.
And there will be time for you to fall back to
To
family.
family.
So is it the same family that disapprove you want to
Yeah.
be falling back?
Okay.
That support system won't be there.
Won't be there.
And I feel that if you stay long enough, there is a point they will come to that they will begin to
Yeah.
reason with you.
For sure.
But to just say
No.
All right. So should family approval matter when choosing a life partner?
Definitely. In Africa, or let me say, especially in
No, this is
Africa.
personal.
Yeah, because normally, see, he said something earlier. There will be a time where you have to fall back to the family.
Yeah.
If they know approve, how you want it for them? Because even as a lady, why will you enter into a family that they do not
approve
approve
of
of?
you.
Because if something go on, who are you going to
Who are
cry
you going
to?
to cry to?
Because there is this joy of if something happen, you feel call him Mopsy. Mopsy see wetin dey sup. You
Now
understand?
let's turn this into self, like personal.
Yeah.
Understand? Forget about African setting whereby the family, Europeans go how they do their stuff. Understand?
Yeah.
If you just meet for streets like this, pastor go just dey knack.
Yeah.
Everything don't finish.
And say they divorce
Shey,
now.
yes, and they divorce. No, I'm just trying to bring it
Yeah,
down. Let's
that
just
we should make it
make
personal
it
now.
personal. Understand? To you, what do you feel?
Definitely my parents have to approve. Abeg, na
Okay.
them I dey marry.
I don't get. All right, you.
My parents are both my physical and spiritual cover.
Okay.
So to a large extent, they
Yeah,
should
also.
approve.
What about you, Doc?
Yeah, approval matters.
It matters. How far?
The way she just give you
The way she answered the
Alpha.
question.
Something
are-
very,
you
something
can-
very
you can-
need to.
No.
You sure?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. If your partner and your family don't get along, who should come first?
My family.
No, what partner
No.
now? Like the
Yeah,
one
don't marry.
How where you don't marry on that.
Okay, no,
One
say
you
that,
don't
don't
marry. Yeah, all of us are single for here. I'm not even forgetting. No way you don't marry.
They shout.
Understand? Understand? If your partner and your family don't get not to get along, understand? Who should come first? Who should come first?
No, it's not like who should come first. There's already somebody that came first.
Yeah.
The partner came later.
Okay.
There was family before the partner.
Okay.
And so it's not really about who should come. We are not married. So if they can't get along before we are married, I think okay. The thing is again we have to check why are they not getting. That is another important reason. Why are they not getting along?
Okay. Anybody want to feel like saying something about this?
I have a different perspective on this.
Oh,
You
yeah,
understand? But it's just that I don't really have enough backings to it. Okay.
You
just
understand?
just say it.
Personally, you understand? If my family and my partner are not getting along, for some very good reasons, I feel like I'll go with my partner because my family don't know him the way that I do. You understand?
Okay.
To some very good extent, I have this understanding with my partner that my family do not have.
Yeah.
They might just know him from the outside,
Yeah.
and I am privileged to know him. Like, for example, he's my man. So there are certain things that my family would want to disagree concerning him that I know better. You understand? So I wouldn't just say my family comes first. It depends on what you understand is causing the lack of alignment.
I think that's an important thing. What's causing the lack of alignment?
Yeah. So no matter what.
So I wouldn't just
take
cut
foundation
the chase and say I will go with
what's
my
happening.
family.
Yeah.
All right. So let's jump into other questions. Are children responsible for solving family financial problem?
No. They are not responsible. It's not their
It's
responsibility.
not their responsibility.
Yes.
You feel it's not their responsibility. What about you, Andrew?
Definitely, it's not their responsibility.
Okay.
There is this projection where parents waiting and not doing must do. You understand?
That place where I never reach.
Yeah, because just like the story I gave you of the guy buying land in Lagos, he must see don't finish. Her husband dey house. Now you come the enter person family like she will tell him go and buy this, leave this. He was trying to build a house for his family. This woman told him no, he should leave it. He should go to Lagos where he know they stay. Make build the Lagos house. Then who will go sit down for there? You can imagine. So the thing is, if he finish the build, now how go sit down? Definitely, our husband dey finish. So actually,
see, both parents and the children, they all have roles and responsibility to play.
to
But
play,
providing for the family is basically the parents' responsibility.
Well,
But if the parents are starting to a point, yes,
Yeah.
there is time for everything.
Yeah.
There is a time where the parents will play their role actively, and there will be a time where you will come up as a child to
like
play
some
your
parents,
own role.
put in pressure, after I've sent you to school, I have
That feeling of entitlement.
They
No,
feel
it
like,
shouldn't be
you
there.
must do this, you
It shouldn't
must
be
do
there. It
this.
should be out of gratitude. And again, the child should have this sense of responsibility on their own, not because that's the norm. That's it's not like it's a certain kind of rule that okay, this responsibility must be shouldered by the child. No, because I sent you to school doesn't mean that you must take care of me. It's not the rule out there. Personally,
This one, I
I
you see, some of these things are not just A and B. Like that. They are not just white and black. So I feel depending on the situation of the family.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you check the sacrifice the
That
family
God
has
bless
done
you.
to send a particular person to school, it's actually responsibility for that person to not think he's not responsible for the others. You understand?
Yeah.
So the man struggled, the wife struggled, and they are just
except
picking at.
if we have those scenarios,
Yeah.
but
You know,
on a
because
basic
to
term,
me, at the
if
point
we are
where
talking
I
about
feel
literal
like
That scenario
terms,
is common.
No, sorry. I
Ah.
have see. To me, at a point where there are some entitlement I feel like our parents have on us, whether we like
and
it,
it's
like
not
it or
necessary.
It might not be necessary, but me, I feel they have that
Yeah.
entitlement.
Thank you. Yes.
Whether you
I
like it
agree
or not,
with
you understand, but
You too, you were entitled to that.
imagine they born you, they just drop you. How many of our mates
Just go
understand?
outside now.
Yeah,
You see people wey no go school.
no go school.
And then the thing is that
They
the
help-
privileges we
Yeah.
are enjoying it, they dey enjoying it from their
From
parents.
them,
Yeah,
for sure.
so I believe they should have some certain entitlement.
They
Forcing
should.
some kind things on you is different.
Yes, yes.
But entitlement, guys, you gotta take care of them.
That's one.
That's one thing I must.
See,
I used to-
Let us.
taking care of your family is quite a different thing with making it like it's a core thing for you. the question here is, should you be like handling or shouldering responsibilities instead of your parents? I think like maybe you should come again with the question. Like I think if we're answering based on that question particularly,
but that's why it's saying
you understand,
shouldering family responsibility as a child. There's a stage you get to as a child, actually the family responsibility becomes yours.
Whether you like it or not.
Yes, but basically
at a point
due to time, I'll just ask the final question. I have a lot to ask and we have a lot to see, but due to time, the producer is already showing me time. So let's just ask the last question and let's talk about it. Is it possible to honor your family and still live the life you truly want?
very possible.
Very possible.
Very possible.
we are living the life.
Exactly.
We are living life. Many of us had something we wanted to do, but they say try and do. But God has His own way of telling you.
You can use family sometimes. It can be God speaking through
family.
Definitely. If you honor your father and your mother,
honor
your father and your mother,
and your days
will be
long.
You don't need to shout.
And I think something too. We also now. I feel there's something we should do as young people too. If there are certain things we are seeing from our families and then we are feeling it's not making sense, I think we can make it better. So your children now, there's a way you should build structures that your children doesn't necessarily need you, or you don't necessarily need your children to survive at those stages like that. So you should start thinking of building structure, not just staying on this salary and some of those things, like things that can even sustain you when you are no longer working.
I want to add something, but this one would I be taking us back?
No.
There was this scenario one of my lecturers said before. He said there's this thing about African parents. They feel like training a child to school is like an investment. They feel like if I should invest my money here, tomorrow this child is definitely coming back to shoulder my responsibility or stuff. But what he made me to understand, what he said there that I picked, is that it's not an investment. For the fact that you're sending your child to school is your responsibility. It is your core responsibility. You brought them to the world, so you should provide for them. You understand? It's not like a form of investment that you feel like, okay, later in life when you are retired they will come back. You understand? That's why the pain comes in when some children turn out to be wayward. You feel like your investment has wasted.
You know,
your ticket don't come.
So that's it. Like it has to do with our parents, the way they think. You understand? Like the way they feel, the way they.
Parents. We'll be parents, not our parents.
We're getting there. All right. And with that, I really appreciate. I appreciate the guests. Miss Augustina and Miss Dorcas, and my co-hosts, Mr. Andrew and Mr. Paul. Thank you very much for always turning up when we call you guys for our discussion on the podcast. I still remain Gabriel Yakobo, my friends call me Big Black, and make sure you share, you comment, put your own, your own ideas in the comment box. Tell us your own opinion about this particular topic we're discussing. So thank you. See you on the next episode. Bye-bye.